Okay, welcome to McBoss Capital channel here. My name is Michael Chu. Today we're gonna go through my growth stocks list for the week ending February 21st, 2025. Overall, this is not a good week for growth stocks. As we did in the market recap video, a lot of index are falling and to them, moving average like 50-day moving average. So that's a good line to compare where your growth stock is. Is it near the 21-day, 10-day, 50-day moving average? That could signify whether relatively it's holding up better than other stocks, and also whether it's actually doing a lot worse than the general other stocks, right, in the growth area. So this week, we're seeing a lot of downtrend stocks, meaning they're below the 10 or 21-day. Based on the number count here, we are at 307 versus, so downtrend 307, 42 is in uptrend, so that's a really low number right now. So only 42 out of this list here is like above their short-term 10 or 21-day, and then within 1% of that short-term moving average is only like 18. So significantly, like almost 80% of the stocks right now are in downtrend. So really not much not getting caught in this downtrend right now with the market sell-off. And you have to understand this has only been a few days, right, for the market in general. If the market does go into more severe pullback or even correction mode, like up to the 10%, this could spell a lot of trouble for growth stocks. So the severity is definitely understated right now because of the general market index, because they haven't even dropped that much yet. So that's something to be really aware of. So here's my list here, and this is price performance right here, based on January 10th to right now February 21. It's roughly 6 weeks of data. So that's the performance. You can see TEM currently is number 1 on the list. HEMS is the 2. So both of them got hit this week. So this is TEM AI, Tempest AI. Really nice uptrend right here. It finally starting to. Here's the uptrend right here, and then you can see it finally pulling back. So right now this is sitting at 21-day, and so it's below the 10-day. That's why on my list is considered a downtrend. And yeah, so we'll see how this plays out. It's a really new IPO stock. It's been doing really well recently, and yeah, we'll continue monitoring this. So the earnings is coming out, so that will be important in 2 days. Another health related stock is HEMS. This was the nice breakout right here. Unfortunate, I was watching this stock, but I was just hesitant to get in. It was really nice uptrend. It was riding the 10-day. Then it finally took off right here. 2 days of up day. I would have probably taken profit if I was in this stock for sure, either here or here. Then it pulled back very slightly, and then it bounced right away. And again, it hit a very strong day. Again, almost like a short squeeze day right there. After that, it started to get. So this is a gap down a little bit, and even then, it's trying to hold on. Then finally, it kind of fell apart on Friday. It was a 25% drop because of some news where they're gonna stop selling. Federal government's gonna allow them to sell the brand of weight loss drugs, right? And so because shortage, they were allowing them, but now because they declare no shortage, they can't sell it no more, and boom, there you go. So now that the stock has fallen, like who knows how far it will go, right? Because that's a big news. It will affect the revenue going forward, and so this could be a problem for them now. So the stock probably has topped in the current time, right? So here are some stocks that are still making new highs on Friday. BABA, FUTU, AXSM. We have also BILI here. Some of these are Chinese stocks. Chinese stocks are acting really well. So this is a very spectacular breakout right here. Cup with handle pattern. Unfortunately, I'm not in this. Look at this 10-day slope. It's so steep. Even after the Thursday's move on earnings, it still followed through on Friday. Like it's almost like it's just crazy how fast this is going up. The volume is superb. Look at this volume. It's just incredible volume coming in right now. Again, there's a high chance that there's a lot of talks that at least Jim Ropel mentioned this. He thinks that the Chinese market could be in a bull market run right now. Now this one FXI, which is the large cap, hasn't breakout yet. But let's go to KWeb. This is more of the internet related stock. So this one also hasn't broke out yet, but they're getting closer and closer. So this is the second time it's trying to move again. So yeah, if this breakout is gonna be crazy. So here's this one right here. So this was the first breakout. Now it built another base, and now it's trying to come up again. The FUTU also climbing up on the right side of the base. So this one is also ready to break out. It did reverse on Thursday and Friday. So I don't like Friday's reversal. 2 days of reversal are definitely too much, I think. Um, yeah, well, we'll see. But we are getting close to breakout. These are some of the stocks that I'm trading right now. BILI is another one I'm trading. Here's a 10-day slope right now. Very volatile, right? Like when it gaps out, it just have a very violent gap up move. Like if you buy like in the morning, you're probably down at the end of the day. This is how violent it is. It goes up really fast, then it comes back down by the end of the day, and then the next day it go do the same thing again. It goes up really fast, and then it comes down at the end of the day. So it's definitely very hard to trade this stocks. It's not easy. So yeah, I will talk another Chinese stock I also trading right now is ATAT. So this one broke out recently. So far it's been acting pretty healthy. Again, the 10-day slope is pretty strong right now, 45-degree angle above that. It is also reversal Thursday, Friday as well. So again, I don't like that, but nonetheless, still above my 10-day moving average. The volume wise is little pick up here, not too much compared to the up days here. So we'll see whether this will have legs and continue. This is AXSM Therapeutics. This one is hitting new highs on earnings right here. Very strong. Actually, that was the day before. So I don't know if there was news here. But anyhow, it did move on higher volume. So this is and then if you look at recent volume bars, most of them are blue on the higher range. And then this one was really tight here on this high volume day. So that's also a good sign. So this 10 days very strong slope as well. So this is biotech. So biotech, some of them are doing still good. So then the other one is WGS. So this one's starting to pull back after this gap up on earnings. So far it looks ordinary. Volume is declining a little bit as it comes down, but hard to say. It could fall apart as well with this current market condition. But yeah, let's see how this goes. I do have still some partial share on this. We'll see whether it can continue or not. Next we have CRSR. This one also making new high in the computer hardware area. So it did have this is in the Corsair gaming. So this one has a huge reversal. I don't really like that. That would be a sell signal for sure if I'm in it. But nonetheless, it is still in a very strong slope. And it hasn't broke the 10-day yet. So that could be a huge shakeout. If it does bounce back, that could be a potential entry point here. It's just a very big shakeout here because it undercut all these different days here. Anyone who bought it then are now under the water. This is also $11 stock, so anything $20 stock or lower with lower volume under a million tend to trade more volatile. So they can have higher what they call apply to range, meaning bigger intraday range. So that's what's happened with this one as well. So next we have Palantir in the downtrend. So far 3 days down. I don't like how Friday's reversal again. I mean it is a down day for the market, so a reversal from the morning is not. I mean it's not abnormal based on the market. We'll see. It will back down to 21 day, but I just don't like how it's below the 10-day moving average. Again, the 10-day moving average in the downtrend becomes the resistance line. So until it breaks the 10-day, especially at a slope that's more 45-degree angle, I wouldn't even consider it usually. So this is still at a very steep slope right now. 45-degree angle would be more like this, right? So, but some stocks do form really sharp V-shaped bounce, so it's possible this could bounce back. I mean, we saw that in CLS recently. So this was a huge V-shaped bounce right here, but this doesn't happen that often. So that's something to also consider, right? It doesn't happen that often. So into the CLS, it's really not doing much, but it's also not doing too bad. Consider this stock is a high flyer beta stock, right? Like it's still holding to near the short-term moving average around that level there, 120 or so. But again, 50 days coming up soon. It's coming up really fast actually, and this is a really strong leader. So consider all that facts. It's not too crazy. But it did close pretty weak though on Friday, so I don't know. That's also another problem here. So that's why this market in general for growth stock is not good because right now, especially the ones that are hitting new lows, this is new low as of Friday, so that's not good. So it could accelerate even further. You think sometimes you think the sell off is big, but it could even get worse, right? Like could get a bar that looks like you never know, especially if there's some bad news. So one stock that stood out this week is Unity. I think they claimed some AI related advertisement tool they're building or something that will improve their AI ad revenue. Ad revenue using AI. So the news really helped them, and they revise. I think they're pretty sure they also revised their guidance up as well. So again, reversal on Friday. Friday wasn't a good day to buy stocks. Like it was, even the stocks that were up in the morning, a lot of them gave back quite a bit. Now, but nonetheless, it's still very strong trade technical pattern, right? It's a cup, and it came up really fast. Of course, now it's way above the 10-day moving average. So then, like you said, I usually, because this is still in the base. I mean, if it's a good market condition, I would have gotten without hesitation on Friday. But because the market condition is so weak right now, meaning like not many buyers are coming in to bid up the price, right? Like that's what everyone's taking a wait and see approach right now. So that's the mentality we all have to think. Everyone's taking a wait and see approach and see how the market react, and you know, yeah. So the bidders are not going to come in and bid up the stock as easily as in normal conditions because the market has weakened so much. So that's the problem right now. But it's nonetheless, it's a good stock to watch. It could be a potential leader, especially with new AI tools and stuff. So now all of a sudden this become an AI kind of driven stock, right? So yeah, with that theme in place, could bring the stock high up a lot more. Next we have VICR electronic parts also report this week. So this one is quite illiquid, so it can have big range movement. So something to watch out for, but the earnings move is significant. So the numbers are pretty strong going forward. So this is something could be a turnaround story here. This kind of reminds me of CLS kind of stuff. But like I said, it's just the beginning of the breakout here. We'll see whether this will become, become a leader. I don't know. It's still a small cap and stuff. So yeah. Bros, that's also moving really strong on earnings. This one already have a very significant move, right? And the numbers are not bad. I did add it to my list just because of how powerful this move is. Okay, now it is again, if you chase stocks right now, like lately, none of them has worked. So they're all starting to fill their gaps on the earnings right now. So and it's coming down again really fast as well. Volume is picking up on the selling side as well. Now at some point they're gonna bounce. So whether they bounce at 10-day here or the 21-day, or even in some cases it could come back to 50-day before it bounce. I mean, so yeah, we'll see. Patience is the key at this moment. We're just trying to spot the stocks that are resisting this downtrend the most. So I'm not going to go through all the stocks. A lot of them are in downtrend. Feel free to look at them on your own time. I do go over them in the morning on live stream. So if you haven't joined my live stream before, feel free to come. We will look at stocks on the move, either up or down. But here's Spotify starting to come down a little bit. KRYS Biotech, this one is still doing well. I think it also reported. So some biotech stocks are actually doing not too bad. Very surprising. App Learning, downtrend right now. We saw the earlier SIBN, uptrend, medical system equipment. CISO is coming back down. TVTX also come back down. So many stocks are in downtrend. MIRM, another biotech stock, make a new high here. Chef, this is in the food miscellaneous preparation. I want to look at this one. So this one did again also very nice strong uptake here. I missed this one. It came out of nowhere. It just took off, and volume is really high. So right now it's pulling back, and volume is starting to come down now. So there's a high chance, again with the market condition the way it is, I like to see bases form, and it's hard for me to buy. I mean, some of this stock can continue to run if the market stabilizes, but I prefer to see like a few weeks of tightness area in this market condition to take new entry point, especially for a stock like Chef, which is not a big cap, right? This is small cap here. Upstart coming down, AT&T we talked about, CORT also coming down. So many stocks coming down right now. Even AU, the gold stock, Pinterest, MEMI is still okay. So some of them are pulling back much faster than others, right? LRN, MDGL, WPM, Duolingo. So here's Duolingo. I traded this, so it was a nice uptrend. I look at how many trades I did, and was able to mostly take partial profit up the this trend. And but here on Friday, it just undercut my stop right here. So the last position I probably didn't make money. But anyhow, but the previous I did. So overall, like this is a big drop right here. Volume is rising. Clear some of this markup to get a better look. So we're coming back to the previous breakout point right here. So this one hasn't report earnings, so that's another risk. So another health medical diversified stock ABT highlighted in IBD Live Friday, doing well. Netflix starting to come down. NGBT still in uptrend. ASND still in the uptrend. Zeta is coming down. C1 is reported this week. So this one is a nice breakout right here. Again, I would normally just jump into this if it wasn't for the market. And so this one is looking good because you can see Friday, the next day, it actually was able to hold the lows and also, close pretty strong. So, and this is a pretty deep cup base too. So the fact that they can do that is pretty healthy actually. It has a nice prior uptrend. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. IoT getting downtrend right now. CYH Medical Hospital still okay. Lily is really strong right now. Let me jump to it. So here's the bounce recently. Then it pulls back, which knocked me out of my stop area. But then the next day it started to bounce, and I quickly brought back in. And so far it's acting really healthy, despite the market conditions are deteriorating, right? And the uptrend, it's not that strong yet, but it still looks pretty good considering this market condition. And you can see the relative strength is now starting to hit new highs right there. So yeah, it did have a reversal on Friday, but it still nonetheless hold the price, right? So that's pretty good on a down day. Look at this volume here. Look at this volume here. Look at this volume. Then look at the red volume. They're all below average. No one's selling this stock right now, and that's why it's acting so strong. If the market stabilizes, this could easily become the next leader, easily. Um, and this is a very pronounced stock in the growth market because they're heavily, one of the leaders in weight loss drugs. So, and they have done really well in the past too, like right here in the previous uptrend. It has gone into a big correction. So let's go to weekly chart. A longer term correction right here. So this is the run here. There's a run here. This was another base here, another base here, another run here, another short term base here. So it's not a stock that goes crazy, but it's also goes up decent enough to make some profit. So I think, yeah, to me this is one of the stock I'm still having right now trading, and I want to add more, but I'll wait until the market conditions improve. Um, let's see how that goes. Yum holding Credo downtrend, obviously downtrend. Co-op financial stock doing pretty good, making new high. Also report earnings, I think. Previa, computer software medical. LNW. So this is a name that comes on and off my screen quite many times. So this is leisure gaming equipment, but a lot of retail discretionary stocks got hit hard, right? Like travel stocks this week. Um, and this one also reversed on Friday, like kind of came back down again. But this is a very strong uptrend, like and it's climbing the right side of the base. So yeah, this momentum carry on. So I would pay attention to this stock because this one hasn't done anything for a long time. Like this came onto my list many times, but it never really did much. So maybe one of this time it's gonna really take off. I don't know. But it has strong earnings and guidance too. So and sales are not too bad. So we'll see. But this one is holding up really nicely right now. So we're gonna see more downtrend stock: SE Pro, Dash, TTWO, Bloom Energy, AGI, YMM. Penn, so a lot of medical stocks are still standing well. Dell is reporting this week, so that could be a risk there. Ralph Lauren, IDR, Palomar, that one's still not standing up right now. ESAC, MGI, and EMGE. So many stocks is now in downtrend. ADI, so this one is a semiconductor stock that report this week. So this is not a small company. This is pretty big analog devices. So look at the earnings guidance. It's all positive going forward. It's almost like a turnaround story. Now it's been trading not very well in the past. Okay, you can see all this weekly trade here. But here's the breakout right here. Very strong power, like highest volume ever. Go to daily chart. Again, very choppy. Like I mean, this is not going to be an easy stock to trade. But the slope is strong right now. Um, so it could be a potential leader if market stabilize. We'll see. All right, Qfin downtrend. Again, so many stocks have fallen. So I don't even think I want to go through this list. Like Expedia, King, CAVA, all this. A lot of retail stocks got hit hard this week. Nvidia, we talked about that in market recap video. Some of the interesting stocks like Monster is moving up, making new highs recently. AEIS, Semiconductor Equipment Group, ECL is still standing. NVO, that's another stock, like similar to Lily. Again, this one also very hard to trade recently. So this is on a very long-term downtrend, really long-term. Now it hasn't passed the 50-day moving average, but what I want to show is, so this was the previous low, then we have this lower low, then we have this higher low, then we have this, just this, like, last a week ago, we have this newer low that broke everything. And after that break that low, it moves up really fast. And then Friday it just took off. I don't know if there's news. Like maybe this is all related to the HIMSS news, right? I don't know. Or to the FDA thing about selling, him selling those brand drugs. But anyhow, it did bounce really hard. It's not passed through the long-term 50-day moving average, but the volume is really big. So I mean, that could be a potential. Like if I draw a downtrend line right here, recently it broke that. So that could be considered an early entry point. But to be safe, you want to see if it passes this 50-day moving average. Then we have more downtrend stock. Again, some of them are probably reporting to back like not as good of earnings. Again, another biotech stock did well this week, BMRN. Report earnings, that's good. Again, there's so many stocks in downtrend. Let me see if there's any other one. PRMB, this is bearish non-alcoholic. FNF, insurance that hitting new highs still. D in the utility, at least that's Dominion. TW is doing okay. PAGP, eBay surprisingly hitting new highs. So some of this, like, yeah. So just look at all this downtrend stuff. There's a lot. I just want to see what's at the bottom here. So we have CAVA here, really hasn't done well. It tried to come back, but it fell again recently. 4 came down really hard on earnings. All the UALDL, all the transportation airlines starting to fall apart as well. So it's just lots of stocks in correction mode right now. So not an easy environment to even find stocks. Like even if you find them, do you want to take that risk? So that's something you have to consider. Yeah, so that's all the stocks on my list. I think most stocks, more than half of the stocks, probably even more than half for sure, have already reported. Maybe not all the less well-known names, but anyhow. So how to play the next week? Well, I will continue to conserve cash until I see this stock market trend change, where there's uptrend, stocks in uptrend. Like most of them should come back to 1021 day, retake it, especially at 45-degree angle. Then maybe that could be considered a new change in momentum. In terms of the really strong beta stocks like Palantir, App Learning, if those guys bounce back, like, because they could bounce back in very fast. Again, I don't know if that will happen. Oh yeah, the other news that's also I didn't talk about, like why some of these stocks getting hit. Like AXON, was something that I got punished on this week. I bought on this day, it broke out right here, and it fell right away the next day on downgrade, right? But as the day, so this chart doesn't look like that. Let me go to the 10-minute chart here on intraday. So this is what happened. It goes down slowly, and then it looks like it's starting to stabilize, but then it resumed. Now these are all related to government DOGE trying to cut contracts, federal contracts, and this is one of them that got hit. Palantir is another one. So many stocks are getting hit because of that news, that they're going to cut a lot, and whether they actually affect them, like, I don't know, but it's affecting these stocks for sure. The market is reacting to that news. Anyhow, so I just want to say how fast these stocks are breaking. Some of them are breaking a lot faster. Like this is already broke below the previous buy like low of the base. So I mean, everybody who bought like from here to here is now underwater. That's 3 months of consolidation, more than that, 4 months almost, and all of them are underwater. That's how crazy this correction or pullback has happened. So to me, this is already correction. It's more than 20%, 28% right now. So how much more can it go? It can definitely go down to the black line, 200-day moving average. But I do expect some bounce soon, right? At least a technical bounce. What that means is it's just coming down too fast. It's going to let the 10-day catch up. As the 10-day catch up, the question is it going sideways again, like an L-shaped pattern, and then continue its downtrend? Or is it going to come back to the 10-day right away and test that 10-day, right? And then this will be a critical moment to see whether it can come back above. And when it comes back above, do you buy right away? Well, it's up to your risk tolerance. I usually don't buy right away, just because they usually get tested at least once. Like I like to see them get tested at least once, at least after a big downtrend like this. So I will wait for so it could come up and surpass this, and then it'll get tested at some point again. Because even though it surpassed this first time, it could get tested again later on. And then that first test right here where it pulls back and then make a newer high, and then now by that time it'll be like three or 4 weeks into the base, and then it start to climb the right side. That's usually a better, like I said, that's usually where the 45-degree angle downtrend line is. So that gives you a better chance of success. So again, this is for most stocks, that's how I trade this on this kind of correction. On a stock that really high beta like CLS or Palantir, they can bounce like a V-shape. They can go like this and go like this. But again, it doesn't mean that just because they bounce on a V-shape that it will work, right? It's just it could be temporarily, right? So again, we saw that in CLS right now. But again, who knows? Maybe it will work out. This one went up like this, then it comes down. Maybe this will work. I don't know. So, but like I'd rather wait, right? Wait for this test and see if it can come back out. So at least there's some consolidation here, and have been tested. So thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, and if you want to comment, feel free and like as well. And yeah, please join my live stream if you have time. Thank you.